The Boston Celtics lose in Game 7 versus the Miami Heat. Miami advances to the finals to face the Denver Nuggets. My predictions and my analysis will be coming soon. Let's get right into it. So, the Boston Celtics lost in their home crowd by 19, I believe. Jason Tatum was injured on the first play, so he didn't have a great game because of his sprained ankle. It's hard to play on a sprained ankle. You don't have to lift and stuff to play. Like, one play he dunked, but, like, he didn't really dunk it hard like he usually does. He just, like, softly, kind of like a rim grazer dunk. That hurted the Celtics hard because he only had 14 points. Also, Malcolm Brogdon did not do well because of his right arm injury. And Robert Williams was sick and had stomach virus. He threw up a few times during the game in the locker room. So the Celtics were banged up. But their on-court also was hurt. Jaylen Brown, who, he just did not do good. He scored 19 but had 8 turnovers and did not shoot well from the field. 8 turnovers is costly. It's his career high. And they were just getting a ton of baskets, the Miami Heat, from Jaylen Brown's turnovers. Butler at 28, Caleb Martin at 26. Martin should have gotten Eastern Conference Finals MVP because Jimmy did not do good in a few games, while Martin was pretty consistent throughout the series, but this game was his best game of the series. 26 points, helped win the 7th game. He was a really big contributor. Bam was playing good defense, 12 and 10. And the rest of the role players were pretty good. Like Kyle Lowry had a plus-minus 26. And Duncan Robinson, Max Strus were hitting some of their shots, and all around they were doing pretty good. Derek White was basically the only Celtic doing good. He had a pretty good game, but the rest was not doing good. Tatum, Brown did not step up, although Tatum had an injury and Brown just did not step up. But Celtics shot horribly from 3. 0 for 10 before finally making a 3. Believe they were 4 for 21 at the half. They shot horribly, and that cost them the game because they're a 3-point heavy team. Unlike what Joe Mazzulla said, they shoot a lot of threes. They barely win if they shoot less than 40% from 3. So they lost because they were too reliant on the 3. And the Heat, they were playing great basketball, shooting a lot of 2s, of course. Butler and Adebayo don't shoot 3s really, and their role players just stepped up, especially Caleb Martin. And Eric Spoelstra out-coached Joe Mazzulla. Even though he lost 3 games in a row, the Heat were saved from being the joke of the first team to lose up 3-0, but they won. Let's see what's going to happen. Heat Nuggets. I predict Nuggets in 6 because the Nuggets have Jokic. I believe Adebayo will not be able to guard Jokic because he's a lot shorter than him, and Adebayo's a really good defender, a top 3 defensive player of the year candidate, but I don't know if he will be able to stop Jokic. And Jamal Murray and them, they have a great offense. I haven't seen a team that was even close to really eliminating the Nuggets. The Timberwolves 5 games, Suns 6 games, Lakers sweet. Now the Heat do have some fight though. They have Jimmy Butler. I don't know who will guard him. They have some pretty good defenders now. Bruce Brown and KCP, pretty good defenders, and the role play. They both are role players team. A lot of great role players, along with 2 great star players, Jokic and Murray, and then Adebayo and Butler. Then a lot of really good role players for both teams. But Denver has better role players unless Caleb Martin goes off like he did this series, and the whole playoffs he's been good. Nuggets will win in 6 games. I mean, it's a pretty close series because like both teams are underdogs, great teams who have really good like all around team basketball. But the Nuggets have the best player in Jokic and the third best player in Jamal Murray, especially in the playoffs. He's averaged 32 a game on the Lakers. Now the Heat have a little bit better defense, but with Jimmy Butler, but like their role players are not really good at defense. Well, some of them. And I don't know. Whoever's role players does better will win the series. And that's basically it. Thank you guys for watching. We're out.